Hello and welcome to the East Point video newsletter. We are in episode number 19 and it is a cold November day, and November means of course Movember. So I'm going to put a link down below if anyone wants to contribute to my fundraising page for Movember, and let's go and have a look at some of the updates that are going on here in the park. Alright, one of the first things I want to talk about is the bike lanes and the fact that we've done all the work, we've installed the bike lanes, we've now gone to one-way system in the park, and it's all working very well. We've actually also gone and worked with Google and put the Google Maps, it's actually now in the Google Maps, the direction of flow of the traffic. So when people are coming into the park using directions on the maps, it actually takes them in the right direction. We had some problems with Google Maps telling people to go against the one-way system. Anyway, that is all now sorted, and I am absolutely delighted to report that East Point has just been accredited gold accreditation for the cycle-friendly employer. We're the first business park in the country to be awarded this, and it comes from the European Cyclist Federation, and so it's a big feather in the cap, and it really means that all the work that we've done here has been absolutely worthwhile, and we have a lot of plans to improve the bike services here in the park. So some good news, and I'm glad to be able to report it to you guys. On the topics of bicycles, it is with deep sadness that I have to report the death of Cathal O'Carroll. Now, Cathal used to set up his van, the Spokesman, here, and every Wednesday he would come in and do bicycle repairs and everything like that. And he had I'm not exactly sure, but he had a heart attack and he died in the hospital short time later. And so we're all in absolute shock and really, really sad. And so our deepest condolences and sympathies go out to Cathal's family. While we're on the topic of bikes, I thought I would just give you a little bit of update on the Moby bike scheme that we have here in the park. Turns out it's incredibly popular and the bikes are getting a huge amount of usage. Just in the last 28 days alone, we've had more than 650 rides. The average ride is an hour, and people are in average covering up to 30 kilometers per bike ride. So these are really, really fantastic stats, and as a result of these stats, we're going to be ordering in another 10 bikes for the midway point of next year. And in addition to that, we are delighted to actually extend the route. Now, hold on a second, it's freezing cold out here. I'm going to go back to the office and show you the new routes. Alright guys, it's a little bit warmer in here. What I'm going to do is I'm going to open up the app on the phone, the Moby app, and I'm going to show you some new areas that we have had added, so that when you're out on the bike, that you can actually now release the bike. And that is the Connolly Street Station and the Docklands Railway Line. And we had a couple of people commenting that they think it would be more convenient if we actually have that, and so we've actually added that. So let me open the app here and I'll give you an example exactly how it works. So I've got my app open. Alright, so here is the Moby app, and as I go down to the bottom of the screen there, you can see it has a map area, and The map here, as I zoom in, you can see there's where the bikes are at the moment. And that green outline kind of area that you see, that is the area that you can drop off a bike. If the bike is inside that green zone, then you can drop off the bike and you can actually have it released. The journey can be ended in that. Anywhere outside of the green box cannot end a journey there. You can only pause your journey. Now, you're already probably well familiar with that, but what we have done is we have added a few new areas. The Docklands area, you can see that in the area around the Point Lewis drop-off, we have got the, that was always there obviously, and so that's what you'd be used to. But now what we've added is over here at the Docklands railway station. So you can now actually use the Sheffield stands at the front of the station and drop the bikes off there. In addition to that, we have also added bikes, and you can see somebody is already using the bikes now in the Connolly train station. And so you can, once you're inside that green area, you can drop off the bike there and somebody can obviously come along and take it. On other updates around mobility, I'm also glad to be able to report that the East Point shuttle bus is going to be able to return to its normal route in the coming weeks. The Dart station, the works that have been going on in the Dart station at Clontarf are almost complete, and as soon as they're complete, our bus will go back to the normal route. This will mean that the typical ride time is now significantly reduced, and so we should be back to a more predictable timetable. In other transport-related news, I'm delighted to say that East Point is about to switch on its electric vehicle charging stations. Now, we've been delayed by the need to actually pull cables to these points. The points that the charging stations are going to be are the two old bus stops when the road system, before the road system went one way. And so when you're driving in the main entrance, on your right where the old bus stop is, that's going to be the new charging stations. There's going to be two charging points there. And at the rear of Block Ore. Block Ore is over by the pond near the market. And there's going to be an additional 2 charging spots there. So those will be fully operational, we hope, in about a week's time. And the final piece of news for you all is that the Goal Mile is coming back to East Point. That's right, I'm very pleased to say that the charity 1 mile run that we used to hold every year and that got stopped because of the pandemic, we're bringing it back. The last time we held it was December 2019, and we're going to be doing a big push this year in order to get a solid turnout. And what we're actually going to do, we're going to hold it on Wednesday, the 14th of December, which is going to be the same day that the Wednesday market is on, and there's going to be a bit of a Christmassy winter theme for that market. And what we're going to do is we're going to give a voucher for a meal at the market to every single participant who takes part. And we're going to have a couple of prizes for the people who are finishing. One of the thoughts that we've had is to have the first male and the first female across the line. Those will get prizes. We're also going to be doing a prize for the best dressed, and by that I mean probably a Santa Claus outfit or some sort of fancy dress outfit. And this year what we're going to do as well is we're going to have the biggest turnout by an occupier. So if you are in a company and you want to get all of your colleagues together, that is going to be the team that you are fielding from your particular company. And what we will do is we will contribute a prize that you guys, the winning team, will be able to go over and enjoy a meal in the Centro Bar pizza restaurant stroke bar. So however you spend the money, it's up to yourselves, but we will be donating some money towards you guys to be able to enjoy a nice evening at your leisure. And so that's what we have in store for the Goal Mile. please sign up for the Goal Mile as soon as you can. You're going to start seeing posters going up around the park and in your various buildings and stuff, and so do look out for the emails. And it's all for a great cause, and so really do hope to see you there. I'll be doing my run, although by December this is going to be gone, so you may not recognize me. Guys, I hope you enjoyed this newsletter, and I hope to catch you in the next one.